Welcome to that new that you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, we woke up early for this shit. It's 8 a.m.
Yeah, we woke up for this.
Yes,
Definitely.
we slept.
Yeah, definitely slept.
So James said I wouldn't embarrass him, but I just want to point out that he walked in the room, said, "I'm drunk," and proceeded to smell his entire cup of coffee. Not black coffee, by any means. This shit has milk in it. I can tell by looking at it. He spilled this shit everywhere.
No. Not only milk, but it was like the creamer with flavoring, so it's sticky.
This shit,
My arms are still sticky.
He has a world map that is a mouse pad. I guarantee 50% of this is now coffee and creamer with sugar.
All the way from Hawaii through Europe is now full of coffee and creamer.
It definitely dripped inside of his what is this, an Xbox? A PlayStation? I don't
Xbox. Fuck the Xbox.
It went in the inside the back where the air's supposed to go in.
It doesn't matter. The carpet's not stained, so we made it past.
Inside the Xbox. On the world map. I'm surprised this laptop still works.
But I mean, on the plus side, all of North, South America, and Africa, and Europe is highly caffeinated.
You know, I'll admit they're not thirsty, but I don't think they were to start with. Maybe next time spill on Africa. I want to hear a low...
You know, thinking about this, I never checked the bottom of... Oh, it's bad.
Oh, no. He just picked up the laptop.
I'm just gonna set that back down. There's a puddle of coffee underneath the laptop.
He's really not lying. It's
bad. It's very bad. I'm just gonna put a piece of paper towel underneath there, really hoping the fan didn't suck that in.
Ooh.
It definitely did. It's on the bottom of the laptop. Oh god, I'm getting more paper towels.
He works at a cell phone repair shop, people.
Yeah, so that definitely means that, if it's good, it's good. It's good. It's good. It's all good. I said it's good.
Oh, no.
Says the one who, gets salty at people that don't take good care of their computers. As I see coffee underneath my intake fan, and I'm like, yeah, it's fine.
I'm just licking up, the fucking, grease scraps of my own chicken.
As you yell at me for eating a popcorn kernel.
When did I do that?
Man, my trash can in here tells stories.
Oh my god.
It was stacked of Trulies, and now it's stacked of paper towels full of coffee.
Okay, that wasn't the story I was thinking of. Ooh woo. You're gonna have to forgive us. It's late in the morning.
Late in the morning.
I haven't had my morning cup of coffee yet.
Exactly. I could really go for some chicken.
I really could.
I really wish we had sober Elon Musk on the podcast to take us to Taco Bell.
Man, this chicken gravy, that's some good shit. Right now, in the morning.
What's Aaron doing?
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit him up, see if he can take us to McDonald's.
Man, I'd be surprised if he was awake.
I'm calling him. I don't give a shit. I'm calling him.
This is the podcast's first
it's dialing.
Witness.
It is ringing. I guarantee it.
They're not a guest. They're a witness to this tragedy.
They've been brought in for their testimony. Oh no! I got the he didn't answer call.
I mean, realistically, what was he gonna help me get in the first place? I only have $5 to my.
I would charge that on the air. I'm drunk enough. I'd charge that to my parents. I could demolish some hash browns. I'm calling them again. I really don't care at this point.
That's terrible.
Is it really, though?
Never call me at 8 in the morning.
I want hash browns.
James, look at me. If you ever call me at 8 in the morning and I respond, that's not a good sign.
He didn't answer.
I like how the second one went straight to voicemail, insinuating that he was actually awake.
I wish.
That's some good chicken gravy.
We need to get him on the podcast.
I like that it has like that residual hot sauce mixed in. That's like the only thing keeping me awake. Caffeine has no effect at this point. I just need a bottle of hot
dude,
sauce.
we gotta do a throwback to last night. Windmills. You gotta do the windmills.
That was not last night. I'm gonna have you know it's morning, and that was 2 nights ago. I am doing windmills now.
No, it was last night. Welcome to quarantine hours.
No. Don't.
No, you ain't doing windmills right. You gotta stand.
Have you looked at my weak ass legs? You think I stand? Like I don't think I've sat for more than like 20 minutes tonight with my legs like below my hips.
Oh.
You know I've been smoking like this shitty vape for a while when like the raw red pepper that was bottled to make this Nick juice doesn't affect me anymore because this is bad.
It's really bad.
I don't even know anymore. That's bad. I need more vodka.
Where did my drink? There
It's
it
right
is.
there. I didn't want you to spill it in your worldwide
After the
genocide.
catastrophe, after I flooded the whole world,
You flooded half the
I
world.
let the rains down in Africa. I feel like that was the sound of my dad leaving.
I really do. Like it was loud enough.
It didn't quite have the right hum, but it was loud enough.
Oh God.
All right. The viewers, the listeners won't get this, but
Now they're watching.
They're watching. They're watching through my eyes. But you see that bag with SpongeBob over there?
I wish I didn't.
Okay, so look at the image second from the left. The one where he's backing up.
Yeah,
That's me.
I've seen that all night, and it's terrifying. I never wanted to see the bottom of SpongeBob's square pants, and it's haunted me all night long with his extendo legs that are way too long. Who designed this?
I don't know, but I can't tell you how many birthdays I've received gifts in that bag.
I'm having an identity crisis as the caffeine from this most recent cup of coffee is hitting me, along with vodka.
And chicken juice.
No, the chicken juice is the only thing keeping me together at this point. I'm just like...
Oh yeah, this coffee's like hit the point where I can chug it without like properly burning my throat.
I'm glad I added hot sauce to this because I feel like you would have asked me for some of this chicken juice.
I mean, I'm still thinking about asking.
We like fuck the chicken. We should clean that pan later.
What pan?
There was definitely sauce in that pan. Like you told me there's no more chicken, but like I saw you.
Oh, there's tons of juice in that bitch.
Yeah, no, I don't care if we have to make our own rice. We're gonna eat that. We're gonna eat that sauce.
Either we're gonna eat that sauce, or Aaron's gonna respond to my phone call and get us food.
He's not gonna respond.
He will respond. I will will him to respond.
I have no faith.
I don't either, but I.
That's your first mistake. We've stopped Esteban pre
See, this is the reason that I need his girlfriend's phone number, is so I can call her right now to wake him up.
You don't need her phone number if you don't know what her name is.
I know what her name is.
I don't, I'll be honest. I'm sorry, Aaron.
I mean,
I don't think you care.
No, I don't. I don't think he does.
She's not gonna listen. She might listen to this later. I'm sorry.
I really don't think she will.
She's not. We're like 4 hours in.
She's gonna make it like maybe 10 minutes into the first one.
She'll make it 10 minutes into the first one, and she'll listen to the entire one that Aaron's in. But she doesn't care about me.
Yeah.
She never has. Oh, I remember her name now. That's some good chicken juice.
It's some good chicken.
With the hot sauce, yes. It was kind of sweet earlier.
It's a little sweet, I'm not gonna lie.
Like, I'm not dissing your parents' cooking, but my parents are... Not my parents. My mom is, like... OCD about not having the same food the same night, so she's become like a connoisseur cook.
I mean, to be fair, that chicken consisted of like 3 ingredients chucked into a crock pot.
If I sit downstairs for more than 2 hours, I've watched 2 hours of the Food Channel. The Food Network. I don't give a shit.
If I sit downstairs for 2 hours, I have successfully wasted 2 hours of my life and 2 hours of my mom's life.
No, my parents like it, but by my parents I mean my mom, because my dad's obviously working. But my mom and my grandmother like it, but obviously the only thing on is the Food Network, and I've been uncomfortably close with Guy Fieri in recent weeks.
He just becomes more relatable.
Yeah, he really does. That's some good ass chicken juice.
Dude, you're still on that chicken juice.
Until it's gone, man. I'll lick that bowl clean. I'm using my thumb for now.
I will go get the crock pot out of the garage.
We need more hot sauce though, because like honestly, what makes it is like a little bit of spice. Like, there wasn't much left in that Tabasco sauce thing, and like I'm on a terrifying level for an American where I like use Carolina Reaper hot sauce as my hot sauce to like spice things up.
Yeah.
Like casually.
Yeah. I mean, like, you saw how empty that Tabasco sauce was.
Yeah. It was a good level.
Like, we're a Southern family.
That's some good use of cayenne pepper, but that's still only cayenne.
Like, my mom, like, constantly, like, she'll cook a meal, and, like when guests are coming over...
Let me put it this way. If I personalize a meal, I can't feed it to anyone I know.
That's how my mom is. She's like, if I make this meal to the expectation of the family, any guests that are coming over will not be able to eat this.
I'm not joking about the Carolina Reaper hot sauce. Like, that's in my fridge.
Yeah.
I believe it. I picked it out myself. It's good shit. It's like the kind that doesn't taste bad either. It like has that good sauce taste. I use that with Tabasco sauce too.
I bet you would highly appreciate like going back to my relatives and eating their cooking.
Ethiopian and Thai, like straight, like not the American shit. That's some good shit. You want those like that home style spice where it's too hot for most Americans. That's how you know it tastes good. You want to feel like you just went for a run and you're getting endorphins. That's how hot it needs to be.
I mean, my family is from Louisiana, so I do kind of relate to that.
Yeah, no, I do appreciate that. But something about that like those 2 years that I lived in Africa somehow affected me late, and I just like my dad almost keeps up with me at this point. I don't I think I'm just a masochist at this point. Like I'm like somewhat sadistic in relationships, but like when it comes to like treating myself like a person, I think I'm a masochist. Still waiting for that goth big titty GF mommy. I know that
mommy. Okay,
I
we've progressed.
I want someone to cook for me. Like I'm a good cook, but like I think we've established at some point that I'm the laziest person alive.
I feel that let
me put it this way. I cook and I don't use a recipe, and it always ends up good.
I just don't have the
better than
motivation
others.
to do it regularly.
Yes, and like I'm sorry to call you out, but like Dylan, when you like okay, at a point he decided to do meal prep, and he made chicken and broccoli with rice as his meal prep, and he, to my knowledge, didn't use any spices, and I told him it was a mistake, and he disagreed with me because I don't know why, but a week later he got back to me and he was like, yes, you were right. And like honestly, in the Bible, take it as a metaphor if you have to, but like if you can't take manna for your whole life, which is supposedly like the best food ever, like I dream of what that tastes like. But if you can't eat that on a regular basis without getting bored, like you cannot have unseasoned chicken, rice, and fucking broccoli. Steamed broccoli.
Oh God.
You can't see it, but like just thinking about it put me in pain. Like I always warn Dylan, and Dylan's such like a proactive person, but like he like doesn't believe
in spice.
No, he like doesn't believe in like he'll like know what's gonna happen, but like he doesn't like believe in it somehow. Like it's like almost like he believes that like in what he knows he's going to do or think is like witchcraft, and like even though he knows it, he just like ignores it, and it hurts me like really bad. Like sometimes he'll cook for me and I'll eat it because I'm a hungry college kid who doesn't have any food. But Dylan, seriously, just like bare minimum, use Cajun spice.
Something.
You don't have to pick a spice.
Just use anything. Just try.
Just not salt and pepper. Like anything more than that. I don't care what you use. Anything. Like I don't care if the only thing you use is cumin. Just not just salt and pepper. Like for anybody listening, please. I can only say this about Dylan because I pick on him all the time because we're very close and I love the man. Anything but salt and pepper. Literally anything. It can be the wrong spice and I will forgive you.
It's a spice. It counts. I've made progress.
You know what I learned recently is sesame oil in eggs. Okay, so this is terrible. You put a little bit of sesame oil in eggs, it goes a long way. But you can quickly turn eggs into an Asian breakfast with sesame oil. And you want it to be a little bitter when it comes out. I don't care what you use to make it better. It can be cumin, it can be red pepper, it can be
Sour Patch Kids spice.
No. I you can't see it, but I look very sad and disappointed right now. Literally just use any spices. Like don't be afraid of the kitchen. It might not turn out like the worst thing I ever did was try and make chocolate eggs, and that was wholly unedible. But if you use literally only sesame oil in your eggs, and then very lightly drizzle it with honey. I know that sounds crazy, but you salt eggs anyways, and Einstein's favorite eggs were garlic and honey, which is how I came on to honey and eggs at all. But if you use sesame oil and eggs and you very lightly drizzle that shit in honey, that's some delicious Asian breakfast. Really though, don't try and make it sweet. A light drizzle, make sure it's salted well. Anything that's sweet and salty is very good, but that's a pretty good Asian breakfast in my opinion. And I don't know that many good Asian breakfasts, if I'm being honest.
See, like
I know good Asian breakfasts. I don't know how to cook good Asian breakfasts.
See, like, I would say I'm not necessarily a good cook, but I can do it as long as I have, like, a guide or, like, a recipe or something.
People underestimate the ability of recipes, and I think people get nervous and they'll fuck up cooking because they're nervous, but I think that with just a little bit of practice, anybody can be at least a cook that can use a recipe.
Yeah, and so, like, I was like, my mom always complains about it.
Freestyling is fun as hell, though. I'll tell you that.
Definitely.
Oh, it's dangerous,
it's a great
but
time.
It's so fun.
Like, my mom always complains that, like, I never cook unless they go out of town, but it's because if I cook when they're in town, then I have this expectation that I need to have a dinner ready for them. But if they're gone out of town and I cook...
You're only cooking for yourself.
Yeah, I'm cooking for myself.
I love when it's just me and my dad.
Exactly.
Because he'll cook, but he doesn't pick a recipe. He'll just make shit up. Like, I would never eat liver if it weren't for my dad. And liver isn't an acquired flavor. Liver tastes great. Liver is an acquired texture because it's almost powdery in terms of meat. But if you can get past that, it's really, really flavorful. So my dad used to cook with just hot sauce, liver, and honey. Not a lot of honey, once again. But that was some phenomenal shit. And we couldn't eat that if all the girls were home, because that liver is this grainy. It's powdery. It's a strange texture, and in terms of cooking, texture is just as important in flavor in most cases.
And like, I don't know if you know, but like my dad is really good at cooking just meats and like, you know, nice smoking and like all that kind of stuff. And so like while he was like, you know, while he's home, I would never have the just balls to smoke something.
Yeah.
But like he goes out of town and I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna smoke a rack of ribs. And like
I don't even know if I'd have the balls to do that. I have no experience, but I
had no idea what I was doing. But like Aaron came over
I think
one night.
Smoking things it's not easy, but it's hard to fuck up because you're not gonna burn it.
Exactly. And so like, you know, if someone was home and had an expectation of dinner, you could
burn it, but like
I wouldn't. But like I remember
I don't
like
know how.
I started smoking ribs and Aaron came over and you know we were drinking and the ribs were supposed to be done at like 10 p.m. They weren't realistically done until about 3 or 4 a.m.
And realistically, as long as you put effort in, like I eat with my roommate Dylan, but like even like the best prepared shit is going, if you only use salt and pepper, it's still going to be worse than a fuck up if you use spices. Like literally as long as you do not over spice something to the point of like inedibility, like even then, like I still think it's probably better than just salt and pepper.
Yeah. But like that, like the smoking thing, like I wouldn't want to do it with someone home because I'd have like that time expectation.
Also, last pro tip on cooking, but try pan searing your burgers. because the juices will soak in. And if you don't use garlic, I hate you.
Like, with the time expectation, like, family's home, it's like, dinner's supposed to be happening at a reasonable time, but it's like, everybody's out of town, it's just a friend, whatever, we're having dinner at 3 in the morning. It's fine.
Yeah, no, and I understand that. I don't worry so much about time expectancies, because, Mom, I'm sorry for calling you out, but a lot of the times you're inconsistent. Dinner can be anywhere from 6 to 9 p.m. 9 p.m. is a really late time, and like that's the latest. But like realistically, you've made dinner at 8:30, like not made, but like it's been finished at 8:30, and it's always like my mom makes delicious things every night. She works so hard to cook well, but she's inconsistent. If my grandmother cooks, whether it's great or just fucking hot dogs with like lots of sides, it's done at the same time, and that has to do a lot with the era in which she was confined to. She was very she had that militaristic time frame in which she cooked due to gender roles and blah blah blah. Me and her, I was going to cook for her and I could not because she would start cooking so early. And I don't expect that from a wife. And I don't, because like I literally, as it is, I eat dinner anywhere from like I won't, at 5 I stop eating because I don't know if dinner will be ready at 6 or at 8.
Yeah.
I might have a snack because I'll ask when dinner is expected to be done, because obviously she has an idea, but like if you're cooking, don't feel pressure. Like you're putting in a lot of legwork and you deserve respect for that. But cooking at a consistent time is also very important, just as somebody who's always hungry. I'm hungry now. I don't know what I want to eat, but I'm hungry. I've been eating for hours.
Like, my
I
mom
don't know
always...
that I've stopped eating.
She always struggles because she always wants to have, like, a nice meal for the family. But she always struggles because she tries to have a consistent time. But the family is never ready at the consistent time. Like, either I'll be working on something, or my dad's coming home late or early, and it just never works out. So like every once in a while she'll fizzle out of just trying to deal with that, and she'll be like, fuck it, I'm done with cooking for the week. I give up.
Yeah, no, that happens. With my mom, it's a different struggle, and that she always cooks something different. And personally, like, I know there's plenty of people who live solely on chicken nuggets. I hate you. But she always cooks something different. It will be Chinese, Thai. She always tries different recipes, even if she doesn't know it'll work. And I love and respect that from her. And not everybody's like that. Some people have staple things that they cook, whether that be weekly or whatever. And I do respect that. But I truly respect my mom and her ability to cook diverse food. And I know a lot of that comes from her own need to have different foods all the time. She to remain on a consistent schedule, I think would kill her in terms of enjoying eating.
Yeah.
She always looks for something either new or different. Like we might have chili like once or twice a year, but she could cook something that's Thai or some weird, like, hell, even last night she tried a new recipe where she made enchiladas and she didn't use spinach. Like, I asked if it was spinach and she was like, no. I tried a new recipe that substituted collard greens, and even though I'm from the South, personally I despise collard greens in terms of all healthy vegetables and foods. Like, she, as someone so diverse, she has tried many things and found excellent ways to cook almost all vegetables, and I despise collard greens. And last night was one of the first times I ever really enjoyed the collard greens, because it was in an enchilada. It was cheesy. It had chicken. It was good.
Yeah.
And even though I still disliked it as collard greens, it wasn't as good as some enchiladas I might have. It was much better than any collard greens that I'd ever had.
Yeah. Like, I like, recently, like, even during quarantine, like,
I'm really spoiled in terms of diversity. I'm sorry.
Our family's schedule has gotten even more chaotic.
Oh, I'm sure.
And, like, I remember my mom, one night, she had, cooked a nice meal, and I think I might have been downstairs to eat with her for dinner that night, but my dad had come home really late in the night from work, and she had left dinner in the oven, expecting him to get home, not too long from then, and she had gone to bed. I was still up, probably, like, gaming or something. Yeah. And, like, I was aware that he got home, and it was so late that he just assumed that she already put everything up and not left anything out for him.
I understand that.
Yeah.
My grandmother always puts shit away.
Yeah.
She's like OCD about
and, like,
shit.
I was aware that she had left it in the oven for him to eat dinner when he got home, but it just, like, crossed my mind, and it also crossed his mind, and so he just went to bed.
Yeah.
And, like,
it was still in the oven.
Yeah, like, tons of leftovers was still in the oven, left overnight.
That hurts.
Yeah, I guarantee... Like, it hurt me, and I guarantee it hurt him more than it hurt me.
Okay, so guys, like, personally, I play a lot of games. A lot of the times I'll play games at the max they could last, like, an hour long. Whenever, like, try and check your phone. Because, like, I've tried to get my mom in a habit of, like, texting me when dinner's done. Because she often comes in my room and scares the shit out of me. Because recently I got, like, soundproof headphones. So, whenever you see that dinner's ready, try and make a point of showing up as soon as possible. Because I know, at least to my mom, it's not important to show up necessarily as soon as possible. But I know it makes a big difference to her. Like, it's, like... She puts a lot of effort every night into making all the meals good. So even if the meals are still good later, like, showing up as soon as possible, like, literally, I know that it means a lot to her when I get a message and I immediately come downstairs ready and hungry for dinner.
Yeah.
Because she's put so much effort into that. And to know that it's going cold... And even if it's not wasted and all of it's eaten, to know that we came and that it was hot and that she was ready. And I know she's not consistent about when it's ready. So she can be forgiving about us coming, especially my dad with working at home right now. He doesn't always have the leisure to come downstairs. Like, sometimes we'll bring dinner up to him while he's working still, especially with quarantine. But... to know that it's eaten while it's hot, I know that while it's not a big deal to her, it means so much to her to know that after she put all that work in, that she does every night, that it does matter.
Yeah, like, I know...
And I think that's a big deal in family relationships, to, like, even if it doesn't seem like a big deal, to put that effort in.
Yeah, like, I guess at this point it was last night. My mom cooked dinner, and I mean, my dad was like, "Yeah, I'll be home at like 7:15 for dinner," and I mean, I'm not out here dissing him, but, like, sometimes he'll say that and end up getting at home like an hour later. It's stuff happens,
and,
but,
and a lot of the times your mom will, like, they'll hear that and they will time when they think dinner's going to be done.
Exactly. Like, she had it all perfectly timed out for dinner to be ready on the table at 7:15. And, like, I was out working in the garage in my car, and it was, like, 7:08. I hear my dad pull up in the driveway. He goes inside. A couple minutes later, my mom pops out and goes, "Dinner's ready." I immediately get up. We're going to stop what I'm doing, go inside. Like, and I know it meant the world to her that, like, for the first night in way too long, all of us were together at the dinner table eating dinner the second it was done.
Yeah, and
it wasn't that kind of spaced out thing.
Yeah, and personally, I know me and my dad hate the idea of having dinner and watching TV with it. Like, TV's great and all, but what we really crave when we're all together is to be together and to talk. So it's hard, but I try and set at least weekly aside time to where I can just be with my dad and talk, whether we're drinking or not, just so that we can be as people. And my mom, like it's very important that we be together to my mom as well. But I think it's important, even if you don't watch TV while you eat, to try and set that time aside to be with your family. Because there's 5 love languages, and one big one is just spending time with people. And personally, as somebody who's spent a lot of time just forcing people to love them, like pretend like you have your cat and you want your cat to love you. Like, a lot of the times you'll force them to like be in snuggles and shit, but like a big thing is just spending time with someone.
Yeah, like there'll be some nights on the weekends where, you know, I'll be in the mood as typical me that I just want to go play some video games with the guys.
Yeah, especially when it gets late, I just want to be by myself.
But I'll find myself that, you know, maybe it'll be one of those days that like we've got one of those like outdoor like propane fire place kind of thing. Yeah, like fire pit propane kind of things. And so like sometimes, you know, on the weekend, Saturday night, we'll just go like grill hot dogs over it. And I'll find myself like one night we'll do that, and then it'll be 4 hours later and I'm still sitting out there with my parents just talking in front of the fire. And it'll be like, you know, 3 hours ago I was supposed to go play a game with the guys, but I'm still out there talking about God knows what.
Yeah. I guess the biggest thing I want people who I guess are probably younger than me or even older than me and who don't have experience, whether you have good parents or not, try to be there for your family, because at the end of the day, the people that you can connect with in your family, even say they die and they leave you behind, you will feel so much better in the long run for working on those relationships, because out of all the relationships that you can work on, those are the ones that, no matter how bad they get, the work you put into them will really show itself.
Yeah.
Even a bad family member, if you know you put your best into it, that will affect all your other relationships in a way that you can't describe. A good example is, I've always, yes, I see the vodka, James. I know it's half empty.
How did we go from like barely empty to half empty in no time at all?
I'm not going to talk.
It doesn't matter.
Might be an alcoholic. We're not talking about that.
I keep looking at these cups and be like, oh yes, this is water. Very hydrating.
Honestly, right now, the coffee is the only thing hydrating me. Not what we're talking about.
Family.
Family. That was the biggest your Adam's apple has ever been. Just fucking throws his head back. But yeah, no, it's, in some degree, it's not even about your family. It's about how you treat them, because something I've always personally worried about is I've had a weaker relationship with my mother, and your relationship with your mother is supposed to significantly impact your relationship with your significant other in terms of marriage and love and all that. And we'll get into later probably, I've had a lot of problems personally with me and my mom and seeing eye to eye, and it's never been physically abusive, but like I'm sure there are those out there that have had physical abuse, and it'll greatly shape in a negative way your impact on your significant other, and you won't be able to trust them. And at least on an emotional front, I can understand that there's some hard burdens that you have to bear out there.
We're gonna keep this episode really lighthearted. Really just keep it, up there.
The vape's tasting real burned at this point.
It's bad.
Yeah, it's like
really bad.
Like you were talking about it earlier, and I really wasn't tasting it, but like at this point, like I taste it. But like I think
I've had this pod for like 2 days.
I somehow it like the burned taste is like more comforting than the actual taste.
Oh God, that's bad.
Yeah, it's bad. It's like, but the burn taste is almost somehow better than the actual taste of the juice you picked out.
Is it though?
I think so. Let me see it.
God, that's bad. That's beyond burnt. That's fried. That's deep fried.
It's bad, but it's I still say it's better than the fucking capacin or whatever you do. Whatever.
Oh God, that's bad.
Yeah, it's bad.
Oh, I'm not even hitting it anymore. I don't even care about the addiction.
I will.
Go for it.
I'm in a bad place.
Oh God. Oh, I still taste it.
Yeah, me too.
It won't go away. I gotta drink more to get rid of it. If only I had some Mio. The only thing I could taste.
You'd be lucky.
Mio, please sponsor us. I don't even have $5 in my bank account.
Stop making fun of me. I said that one time tonight, and you keep quoting me, and it hurts because it's true.
I have 5 Lamborghinis in my Lamborghini account, and only 5 Mios in my Mio account. Only 2 bangs in my bank account.
Bang bang pow, I'm broke as fuck.
We out here wildin', broke as fuck, boys.
What are we gonna call this fucking shitty podcast?
Dude, I don't know, but it just reminded me of I remember when my banking company they introduced a feature where you could name your bank accounts.
What day is it? Is it?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It does matter. It's the first, man.
But I remember my banking institution let me name my accounts, which was just a bad idea.
Watch out, man! You're gonna get hacked.
So my checking account is currently named You Broke, and then my savings account is You Fool.
I have money. I have more than $5, people. I don't know.
Thanks for the donation subs.
Yeah, I did. Thank you all. You've greatly done nothing. At this point, like, if you've even listened, like, we're proud of you. You don't have to do anything. You're here.
I mean, at this point, I really don't remember the last time I saw my checking or savings account above -$5 because of the monthly transaction fees for not having enough money in my savings account. Like, I remember one time desperately on the phone with a customer service representative because I got hit with the overdraft fee for too many months of not enough balance in my savings account. I got hit with a -$35.
Nice.
And she was like, you gotta be more cautious next time. And I was like, I don't know how to be more cautious. I don't have enough money for that. It's like, please, I'm trying.
Oh yeah, this vape tastes great. Me 30 seconds later. Okay, yeah, no, I taste it now.
Which is the Mio.
The coffee wears off.
Oh.
ASMR.
Welcome to the ASMR podcast.
Yeah,
Brought to you by
that was your
Sour
boy
Patch Kids.
eating watermelon sour, just a little kid.
Dude, I was looking at the serving size earlier.
A child.
It says serving size 9 pieces. How do you eat 9 pieces?
They're not made for you to eat healthy. They never were.
It was never intention. Like, I mean, how do you eat Sour Patch Kids
It was
watermelons?
always all Iowa.
It always has been. It was always Sour Patch Kids watermelons.
I really like. A part of me feels really sorry for anybody listening at this point, but another part of me is like, damn, I'm still awake.
Dude, I just look back down at the Xbox and there's a popcorn kernel of it in it, and no, don't get rid of it.
I was
It's
gonna
a
eat
symbol-
it, but it's not worth it.
It's a symbol of how far this podcast has come.
See okay, so I want everybody at this point in the podcast to know, we've probably recorded like over 100 hours of other footage, of like not just us talking, but it's like playing games and having a good time. But we're too lazy to edit that, B, unqualified,
And C, incompetent enough to get quality footage of it.
Well, really, C is, I think most of it's deleted at this point.
I would say over half of the footage we've recorded has been thrown away because it was completely unusable.
Over half, like that's
Well over half.
yeah. No,
I think I deleted over half a terabyte of footage because it was like
half is like
even like the world's best editor couldn't revive it.
it's terrifyingly low a number for half. Like no, there's at least 100 hours of footage thrown out at this point.
Like go ahead and look behind you. You see those 4 hard drives thrown across the floor?
Yeah, they make me remember that I have to pee again.
Their sole purpose was saving retarded game footage.
I love how we had like one podcast go for like almost 3 hours, and like at this point, like once like we've returned to like the baseline where I've been drinking too much alcohol and like other substances, like mostly coffee and caffeine related things. I have to pee again. I'm gonna hold it this time because at this point I can like the sleep deprivation is like now helping because I barely read that it's almost 9 in the morning. We've done this too long.
Yeah, we definitely have.
I feel like the less sleep I have though, like the better this podcast is gonna get.
This podcast is going to lead to our death.
It was gonna happen somehow.
The more subscribers we get, the closer to death we get.
I kind of that's neat. Like how can
That's
we
neat.
how can we pass
Neato.
how can we pass 5 billion subscribers? there's only like not like literally if we doubled our sub base, theoretical, doubled our sub base, that like we'd have to make more people, which I'm willing to get in on, ladies.
We would have to have... No, if we had to double our sub base, we would have to have kids to keep on our legacy, because at that point, we would have gone so far that we're just dead.
Yeah, like there's
no
enough
way.
people right now.
There, like, literally in the world, there's not enough people if we doubled that sub base.
Yeah.
That we definitely have. Nobody.
We gotta get that Genghis Khan energy.
Genghis Khan cut back on the pollution and environmental issues. He really did. And so did COVID. That's
Net
a big
positive.
fuck you to all you people who had someone die to COVID. Part of me feels really sorry for saying that, but I'm not gonna acknowledge it.
We're just really out there, just isolating our fan base. Fuck them. Fuck them kids.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I'm so sleep deprived.
I just don't care.
Yeah.
I didn't care at the beginning, and now at this point I won't even acknowledge it.
Let's be honest, though. Like, the people who have died to COVID, honestly, I'm very sorry for anybody affected. But for the most part, anybody who has been severely affected on the point of dying has had a compromised immune system. In general, most people have either had permanent lung damage or almost no damage.
I mean, if I'm gonna die, I'd rather go out on a global pandemic than on, like, some mundane shit.
Yeah, like, that's why I'm nursing this cancer.
Like, you're really waiting for, like, COVID 2.0, the electric boogaloo.
Like, if you guys could see the dot on my hand, you would not doubt the fact that I'm seriously nursing this cancer. At this point, I'm sad and I'm alone.
We're
and
just waiting for
one
another
day,
world
I'm
with,
sure,
like, intellectual life so we can, like, get those subs up.
the closest I've had to love in the recent years is an AI, and that's because it's designed to accept anything I do wrong.
What is love?
Oh. We love you guys. Maybe.
I don't know.
Honestly, I'm gonna be surprised if anybody listened this long. Like, at this point, like, anything I say, like, I'm sure there's gonna be a consequence in, like, 80 years where somebody is gonna use, like, an AI to, like, data mine me for, like, bad shit I said. But
It's a bad idea.
No, it's a realistic idea, but like, I haven't tried to hurt anybody. I'm sure I have on accident. I know. Well, no, I've definitely in the past on accident, but I'm sure even in this podcast on accident I've hurt somebody. But did they know about it? I really do question that, like, more than 10 people will listen to this point.
I feel like if anybody's made it to this point in the podcast, like, we gotta reverse the roles, and instead of them subscribing to our Patreon, like, we gotta donate them money.
Yeah.
Like, if you've made it this far, like,
terrible.
I
Why did
owe
I
you
smoke
something.
that?
I don't know why you're still hitting that thing. It's so bad.
Oh.
It's beyond gone.
It, like, tasted, like, alright at first, but, like, you, like...
It tasted like a cotton plantation.
No, like, after, like, a couple of seconds, like, it really hits you. Like, it's like the after...
It doesn't hit you, like, during the hit, but it's that aftertaste. That aftertaste.
You know it's bad when you gotta drink black coffee to get rid of the bad taste.
Is it really that bad?
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna... Nope. Nope.
He just eyes it.
Nope. Nope, not even worth it. I'm just gonna keep slapping my foot on this keyboard connected to a computer.
I wonder if, like, somehow we would become, like, popular. Like, no, we're too controversial. We said too much real shit. I don't think anybody would, like, actually...
We're gonna get canceled just by the first podcast alone.
Yeah, like, nobody's even gonna make it to, like, the real controversial shit. Like...
They're not gonna make it that far.
No. That's some good chicken juice.
You still have chicken juice left?
I'm keeping it really far away from me.
How did I not spill that?
I gotta, like, lean forward to get it, and that's, like, a really long way away. At 9 a.m., like, I'm full fat ass. Stop looking at your phone, man. We're not...
We need more Bumble matches to get on this podcast. Gotta ask the true fans.
The true fans. The ones who didn't sign up for this shit.
Dude, I'm gonna change my entire profile just to be for this podcast.
We make an entirely new, like, whatever the profile. And we swipe right on everybody. Tell us anything for our podcast.
Anything. We're desperate. We need content for our 7 billion subscribers.
You can't say we're desperate. You have to say something new. James officially has a new hat.
I got a new hat.
Now he's wearing what appears to be an Easter basket.
It is an Easter basket. You like it?
I love it. All the hats. 200%, man.
Just out here wilding with the hats, you know?
We gotta bass boost the entire fucking... Anytime you put a hat on, it's bass boosting.
By like the 8th episode, the entire thing is bass boosted.
We're both wearing hats.
It's just going to become a podcast about hats. Oh god, this thing is like cutting in my throat. It's
good. That's kinky.
New fetish unlocked. I almost died to a hat. New fetish unlocked.
I really hope everybody hates this. At least as much as I do. Don't eat your hat, James.
But it tastes like hope.
We don't have hope here. We them boys.
Looks into a camera that's not even recording.
My favorite thing is that we set up a camera like first thing tonight for this podcast, and it's like the best part about it is it's like slumped over. Like, I don't even know what happened to the camera, but it's not straight.
It, like, at one point, it fell off the monitor that it's taped to.
Yeah,
And, like, for some reason, through all of these, it still hasn't fallen off again.
My favorite part of tonight was definitely you walking and saying you were drunk and spilling coffee everywhere. Like nothing, like, nobody will understand, but, like, the visceral feeling of watching you spill coffee, like you had to make an entirely new cup of coffee. Like, there was no saved coffee.
None. Absolutely. Like, there was, like, just enough to, like, cover the bottom of the mug.
I didn't even see that much.
I feel like the best parts of this podcast have been the parts in between the podcast.
Oh yeah. Like we'll just be the fucking sitting watching Mr. Bean. It's like, damn, dude, I just thought of some funny shit. Shame we're not recording.
Exactly. Subscribe to our Patreon to get the exclusive insight to the in-between podcast.
That's not happening.
Don't tell them the lies. I need their money.
I'm more broke than you are, and that's not happening. You know it's true.
Are you sure about that?
Actually, yeah, I did. I did just check my bank account, and I did have more money than I did last night. Significantly more. Actually, okay, broke boy, you're in charge.
My bank account always shows the positives, but if you look behind, it's always in the negatives.
I'm gonna smoke more of that shit.
Get that cotton plantation feel.
I didn't get close enough to the mic to puke.
We don't have enough Patreon subscribers for you to ruin the mic yet.
You're right. Like, honestly, the most expensive thing we have here is this mic.
It's not a good mic.
It's still the most
It's good enough. It's still the most expensive thing. Next to the bottle of vodka.
It's probably still more.
Oh, it's definitely more. Definitely. Or maybe to the Xbox that I spilled coffee all over.
I love the residual popcorn kernel. How did that get there?
It doesn't matter. I'm never taking it off.
You're gonna glue it on?
I was about to say, I'm gonna super glue it to the Xbox. It's gonna be a memorial.
Aaron's gonna be using it one day. He's never gonna listen through this full podcast. He's gonna be like,
why is there a popcorn kernel super glued to this Xbox?
I'm gonna be like,
you don't
Aaron,
even know.
I'm gonna be like, Aaron, there's no way I'm gonna explain this to you.
He's gonna ask the question and you just go into flashbacks for 15 minutes.
Yeah, it's
don't even respond.
He has reasonable things that he says that I don't react to because I'm still thinking about the Xbox. That's already my reactions with Aaron though. He'll say something and I'm just like, I'm trying really hard to drool right now, but it's
not enough saliva.
I'm not hydrated enough.
It ain't there, boys.
I'm an old man. I can't even pee anymore.
Dry as fuck. Just like this podcast.
Just like my girlfriend.
Wait, you have a girlfriend?
No, I don't. Just don't make it worse than it already is. I'm gonna smoke more cotton.
I mean, at this point, that's really just what you're doing. How'd that taste?
I actually didn't taste anything that time. I think it was short enough that I somehow bypassed the terror. I'm not joking. That one was.
Yeah.
It was.
If
okay.
it works, it works.
Yeah, man. Now I taste it.
I'm feeling like someday we should take the podcast on the road.
Live.
Yeah.
A friend sent me this I was talking about that AI, and they sent me this thing where it was this app, and it turns whatever you're doing into an adventure. I'd have to ask them again what it was. But ooh, that's a nice wave. Look at that waveform.
Oh, that's a good wave.
So I'd have to ask them again. But they were like, if you ever do this, don't go alone and record it for me. So if we need something to do for the podcast, we don't have to become Logan Paul.
I'm already seeing it now. Elon Musk driving us around in a Tesla while we're sitting in the back seat drinking lemonade and vodka on the podcast live.
No, we gotta stop to drink because it's still illegal to have.
Yeah, true point.
Yeah, it's still illegal to have an open container, so you gotta stop, drink the entire thing so that there's not an open container, and then get back in the Tesla. And Elon won't even have to worry because he's not gonna be saying anything. So how can he fuck with his company if he doesn't say anything?
Exactly. We're not gonna ask him any questions. They're all gonna be pointed toward the coast.
I'd really love to ask him questions, but he's already lost his chance.
Yeah, he lost it before he had it.
Yeah, he didn't respond to a single random message from a stranger who I literally couldn't remember my own login for my Twitter, so I used the Twitter I used for my YouTube channel that hasn't been active in 2 years to message him and be like, hey Elon, you want to be pen pals?
I actually did this like 2 days ago. I was like, "Hey Elon, I really respect you. I'd love to be you if I weren't such a lazy piece of shit. You want to be pen pals and talk about my bad ideas and
with my
memes?"
7 billion subscribers in my subscriber account.
I didn't want to flex on him that hard. my subscriber account. In my subscriber bank account.
In my $5 in my dollar account. In my one spilled coffee in my coffee account.
It's not even funny. Why am I laughing?
In my multiple laughs in my laugh account.
Please stop.
Continues laughing.
I can't. I gotta pee, man. I can't help it.
I own you. Oh, I mean, we've hit the hour mark. Legally, we're past our obligation. My lawyer has nudged me. He said that we're fine.
Yeah, my coffee told me that
we're past our court-appointed podcast time.
I say we leave it. Anything we say after 9, like this isn't even a real podcast anymore. Like at this point, we're just rambling.
Everything past the first 15 minutes has just been pure chaos.
I think the first 2, maybe 3 podcasts.
I wouldn't even give it 3.
I'm being generous, but I think those were somewhat real, and then after that, everything just became surreal.
It went downhill from the quote unquote dark podcast. It just went downhill from there.
Don't worry, guys. We're gonna be positive.
We never recovered from that.
No, it just kept.
We never brought it back.
We're yes. Positivity. We're gonna talk about racism.
Positivity and racism.
That's a pretty good podcast name, right? I feel like the more controversial we name our podcast, the content doesn't matter. We just need people to tune in for 2 minutes.
I remember us talking about us uploading videos and getting copyright striked for the music we play in the background while gaming.
Man, that was some pussy shit compared to this.
I was about to say we're gonna get deleted from YouTube for breaking community guidelines. It's about to get so much worse.
Oh no.
We're not even gonna be allowed to upload anymore.
We'll just steal other people's videos.
We're gonna have to make our own website to be able to upload this content to our 7 billion subscribers. That's a great face right there. That is a face of a man who vaped a pod that was 10 times worse than it should have been.
Don't do drugs, kids. Was that even audible?
Oh, I can smell the burnt. Oh, it's that bad.
It was.
Don't.
It's
just
dumb.
don't. Give me it.
It's on the table.
Chuck's pod near the trash can.
Thank you. I'd hit it again, and I would not be happy with myself.
That's why I got rid of it.
Thank you.
Gets rid of the vape too. As long as they're far enough away that you have to physically get up to get them, it's good enough.
Yeah. I'd like to say we're lazy people, but you were I had to help you wax your car in order to start the podcast. And once again, I'm pretty sure I said this before. I've yet to wash my car. I'm a 22-year-old who's driven since the age that I was allowed to drive, and in that entire time frame, I have not washed my car.
You do realize that the sole reason I started waxing my car is because I was microdosing acid, and had the
Okay,
motivation one day.
Actually, that makes a lot of sense.
Now you understand, because after that day,
And you can't leave it, like, partially done.
Exactly, because I, like, had already started it, and so, like, I couldn't, like,
it's not one of those things that you can be like, nobody's gonna see this.
Exactly! Like, I couldn't leave, like, half of the car really nice, and then the other half still dirty.
Last night, I was, like, delusional, and all I could see was, like, me, like, holding, like, hoist, like, rope with you, like, above your car, like, waxing your own roof. Like, I couldn't bring it up in the moment because it was, like, almost too real, but, like...
I just remember back to the day that, like, I started waxing, and I was still on that, like, microdose, like, motivational high. Like, like, I'm not tripping, but, like, I had...
You feel good.
I had the first genuine motivation that I've had in the past 5 years.
I really did wonder why you, like, messaged me, and you were like, I feel really motivated right now.
Exactly. And, like, I just remember my mom, like, went out to go do some yard work, and she walked back into the garage to me dancing to, like, some random-ass music that was coming through my headphones. She was like, wow, you're dancing like a little girl. And I was like, if only you knew.
Literally, though, like, my mom... I can't hear when she knocks because the noise-canceling headphones now. So, like, she'll, like, walk in, and I'll just be fucking, like, vibe dancing in my room, in, like, the corner of my room, and, like, I'll, like, make eye contact with her, and I'll just be like, oh.
I appreciate, like, my mom at this point, like, she doesn't even come up here and bother me. My dad will, but, like, so, like, I have, like, the lamps at my desk, and I normally don't keep the overhead lights turned on.
I can still taste that coil.
It doesn't matter. And so, my dad, whenever he, like, walks in the room, instead of, like, yelling at me to get my attention, because, like, I don't even have noise-canceling headphones, but, like...
It's loud.
He ain't gonna... Like, I ain't gonna hear him.
Yeah.
So when he walks in, he'll flicker the light switch to get my attention.
See, like, I think my mom would do that, but, like, my room is, like, 100 degrees hotter than the rest of the house. So I always have the fan turned on.
I always
have the fan turned on with the light turned off. So even if she flickered the light switch, it wouldn't get my attention because it would just turn the fan on and off, and like it wouldn't be like, it'd be too subtle for me to understand that anybody was in. Like, I just want to imagine a world where I'm so, like, pro gamer that I can tell when somebody turns the fan on. Me on Adderall 24/7, turns fan off. What? literally that
I noticed a 1 degree RPM difference in the fan speed.
I had a bad point where, like, I was, like, doing Adderall at college, and my roommate would know because he'd always come to, like, yell at me to, like, smoke with him. And the way he would know that I was on Adderall was he would, like, knock on my door, and before he was done knocking, I would respond.
I definitely know where you were there, bud.
I was
praying to God.
I was on it.
Insane. Do I still have that candle? It's fucking somewhere. But I remember, like, it was the same semester that I was in that chemistry class with Patrick. And
Patrick.
Oh yeah, I was like booling on stimulants by the end of that semester get through those finals.
I wonder why.
Jesus Christ.
Patrick.
It wasn't even because of Patrick.
I'm not blaming Patrick. It's the availability.
He never got me anything. Nah.
Okay.
I will say that man made the best edibles that I've ever had in my life. And I even went to a legal state and had, like, genuine edibles. And still, his were the best I've ever had. But, yeah, man, stimulants, man. I can't write papers, but damn, that night I could write a paper.
My thing is, like, the way I know I'm not OCD is because, like, I'll take them and, like, all the time I can't focus, but I think that's just on me, not, like, on, like, some dysfunction, but, like, I'll take them and it's like I still can't focus. I just can't focus faster.
See, I can't relate to that, but, like,
It's like unless there's an absolute that I have realized that I must do something, I'm not going to do it even if I take them.
So, like, I actually took, like, prescribed doses for a little while and would, like, go to classes. And not a single time in my life had I been actually interested in school besides then. Like, I feel, like, genuinely, I feel like I should have actually been on them as, like, a prescription.
Okay.
But I've like, come to the point where, at this point, I just can't do that.
Yeah, it's too late.
It's way too late. Like, it's just not gonna happen anymore. But I feel like it should have started, like, freshman year of high school kind of thing.
I feel like I was, like, bullied out of caring. Like, there was a point in my life where, like, I, like, got all my shit done and I cared, and then at some point everybody, like, bullied me out of caring, but I was still doing, like, well, just based on, like, not the actual knowing but the school skills shit.
Yeah.
And then at some point I was like, okay, yeah, this is good enough. The school shit. As long as I know the system, it'll be fine. And that's not a good mentality, but, like, that's what you get taught these days.
Yeah.
I'm so tired now. I finished my coffee.
Spills the rest of my coffee.
I'm not even awake enough to laugh at this point. I just want to go home and go to bed.
Gotta be ready for episode 24.
Good God. Wait, how many episodes did we film tonight?
I don't even know, man.
I think this is, like, the 6th.
Something like that. That's about right.
I think we started on 2.
Yeah, because we had that one that was, like, 15 seconds long, and we called it episode 1.
I didn't mean for it to be episode 1. I just wanted it to be, like some kind of, like, I thought it was funny.
It's episode 1 at this point. I've already, like...
It's too late.
It's too late. The naming scheme has already counted it as episode 1.
Who cares how many episodes we have even? Like, as far as I'm concerned, like, I don't think there's going to be enough people to watch this that it matters at this point. And in the future, if there are enough people, like, we've already won. Like, what are you going to do? Like, unwatch it?
It's a good point.
like, I'm sorry you didn't enjoy it, but you already watched that shit.
If it's enough problem to you, go ahead and invent time travel, pop back into us right now, and tell me how to fix it.
Man, I really wish somebody came through that door right now.
I would no, not through the door. I wish somebody spawned right here next to us.
I wish someone frantically came through the door that I had no idea who they are. That would have been the most phenomenal thing in my life.
Just, like, frantically tells us to rename an episode. Or that, like, we got the number wrong.
Yeah, like, I really don't care what they...
just the most mundane
literally,
shit.
I don't care if they say anything. Just a stranger coming in through your door right now would have been... I really don't care anything beyond that. Like
it would have made everything worth it. All of the coffee spilt, all of the vape coils burnt.
Forget that. Like, my whole life, I would have just been like, damn, man.
That's it. We got it. That's a wrap, boys.
We got it on film.
See it here, don't hear it here. Welcome to the podcast.
Man, you know we've been up a while when the birds have started changing the tune they're singing outside.
Dude, I swear to God, there's some, like, crackhead birds that live here. They'll be chirping at, like, 1 a.m. I thought I was going crazy, and then my mom brought it up because she thought she was going crazy. And then both of us collectively now think that we're going crazy, so we need someone from a different household to confirm it.
You know, I was here, I didn't hear it.
Yeah, maybe we're just collectively going crazy. I don't even know at this point, but it's not even only like one bird.
It's in your genes.
It's not even like one bird. It'll be like 1 a.m, and there'll be like 5 of them, like just casually having a loud conversation. About what? I don't know. I don't speak bird.
You know, I took that class in college. It was pretty good. I'm not big into linguistic classes.
Yeah, I really suck at languages.
Realistically, I don't think I'm actually that bad at languages. I think I'm just very motivated. Like I think if I was stranded in a foreign land, I think I would very quickly learn like at least the basics of the language. I think that I just really don't care as is. This is America.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. You just got a copyright strike. How does that make you feel? I mean, the channel is already banned, but...
You can't copyright strike my singing. Like, I'll sing the whole fucking song. They can't copyright that.
They still will. I think. I don't know. I don't keep up with that.
If days are subs, definitely. Because, like, no way they would have listened to this whole shit otherwise. Like, at this point, like I'm seriously, at this point, like, going delirious.
I mean, like, if we end up in some lawsuit, I guarantee that one of our 7 to 8 billion subscribers will be a lawyer that will do it for free.
They'll be a lawyer. I don't know about free.
It better be free, because we ain't got no money, because y'all ain't subbing.
Yeah, where's my fucking money?
Where's my money? Oh, we the Sour Patch Kids gangsters.
Honestly, like, no, like, at this point, like, I don't even, like, feel good about this. Like, originally, I felt great about this stream, but at this point, I, like, feel bad, because we've been keeping this shit going, and, like, I just, like, imagine one of, like, my good friends listening to this on, like, their drive to work, and just being like, yes.
You like have you ever like heard of like the Call of the Void? Like, I feel like someone's gonna be listening to this like on their drive home and be like, "Yep, this is the moment. I'm gonna swerve off the road and hit this tree."
Suicide hotline. We call suicide.
Bring. How can I assist you today?
Oh, you're trying to die? Have you tried a gun? I'm sorry, that's terrible.
I mean, what are you apologizing to the 0 listeners right now?
I'm apologizing to myself, like, honestly. Is it really ever about someone else? It's about justifying it to myself. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, me.
I didn't mean to do this to you.
I'm sorry, me, who might listen to this later one.
Yeah, like, really, though. Like, drunk as hell. What did I post publicly to anybody who wanted to listen? Oh no.
I feel like we really peaked like 3
Episodes
episodes ago, and it's just been downhill.
We may not even like post this one, like, honestly. Like, this is gonna be like on like our like alt channel, like
you gotta be like a high tier subscriber to
yeah,
get access to this.
Yeah, no, this is gonna be like our like alt, where it's like, yeah, no, we know,
I know, we know.
We heard the whole thing. We're sorry.
I'm sorry that this exists.
I wasn't functional. I don't know why you even heard this in the first place.
Get lost, please.
Watch the entire Lost movie, and then however you feel about the ending of that's it wasn't a movie, I know, but however you feel about the ending of Lost, the series, just bring that back to me. It's more than I deserve.
I really want some of that chicken now.
I'm gonna lick this bowl right now.
Do it. Live on stream. Do it for the subs.
It's kind of dry now, but it tastes so good.
Dude, I don't know how you still kept hitting that vape. Like, when I exhale, I can still taste the burnt.
I still taste it.
I think it's, like, part of me now.
Do we have, like, rice or anything that we could, like, cook the chicken residue into? Because, like, I'm, like, addicted now.
I mean, not realistically.
So you don't have any rice?
I don't know. Let's try calling the I'm hungry hotline again.
yeah, Aaron, we need it.
We need it.
Look at that waveform right there.
Oh, that's a good waveform. That's like a desperate waveform.
He's not gonna be awake.
No, he's definitely not gonna answer, but he's gonna listen to this at some point and wish that he would have answered these phone calls.
I'd eat anything right now.
Bring it full circle back to cannibalism.
I would eat you. Like, I wouldn't get you off right now, but I would roast and eat your dick.
But would you use good seasoning?
I'd use any seasoning.
That's enough for me. As long as you would try as your absolute best effort to not make it bland.
That's like my secondary effort. The first effort is survival. Right now, without the seasoning, it's not worth it.
As long as you at least make an attempt for seasoning, it's all fine.
I gotta raid the pantry. Like, I'm a civilized man who's committed murder to eat your cock, but
survival instincts.
You know, man, I'm hungry. I might have eaten almost 2 full bowls of popcorn by myself, and some Sour Patch Kids, and chicken, and coffee, and Bang, and vodka. But I'm hungry.
I really need our food hotline to pick up these phone calls.
It's not happening.
It's not happening.
What do we have access to?
Not anything easy.
I didn't ask that. What is available?
I have no idea.
Chicken sauce as seasoning. I really don't care what we make. Call your mom.
I am not doing that right now. Or ever.
Call your mom at 10 a.m. and ask her to make her bread.
Ask her to make us drunk breakfast.
Yeah. I'll call my mom. Hey mom, I need you to pick me up. I'm drunk right now. I know it's 10 a.m.
It's 10 a.m. but we're drunk. And by the way, you're on the podcast.
I really need like some tacos or some shit right now too. I'm sorry to wake you up this early. I'm pretty sure you're already awake, but you're probably on the way to the airport with my grandmother. I don't care about that. I need tacos.
Yeah, taco sounds really good.
I feel like the later this podcast gets, the more it needs editing.
That's a very good point. Like, we started out in the beginning, and it was like, no editing needed. Like, at this point...
It was so strong, and now I'm so weak. I just... Feed me anything.
We've already hit the peak of our career in less than 24 hours.
You know, that's more than I expected.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah.
It was really more like 12 hours, if you really think about it. But that's good enough for me.
I had a career, that's...
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good point. We're doing better than most.
Mm-hmm. So what are we gonna eat?
I don't know.
Come up with something fast, man, because like you're gonna come onto the menu.
Dude, I don't know. We got a whole lot of food going on right now. This is about the point where I just go to bed and give up.
James, that wasn't a threat. That was a promise.
What was a promise? I got rewind in real life. I don't know what you just said. Still confused.
Daddy's hungry.
Ain't got no food.
Okay, so finally, after an hour of waiting, I will explain. I said, sooner or later you're gonna come on the menu, and then I proceeded with,
I now see my mistake.
you were like, I'm gonna go to bed. I was like, smacks lips with malicious intent.
But you got that seasoning though.
Yeah. That's like the only thing we have. I'm not wrong.
I'm done. You're not.
Tastes like that good old pork. Deep fried.
Deep fried and chicken juice.
You know, we do have some left. Honestly, the longer I'm awake, though, the hungrier I am. And at this point, I'm, like, afraid to go to bed. Like, honestly, like, I'm more confident to go home and lock my door and just be like, I'm in a bad mood and just go to bed than I am to, like, be here and just fall asleep. Because currently, I have not disturbed any, like, sheets or anything. So, like, it'll be like I was a perfect child and fix things. Like, I need to walk into a room and touch everything so that it's like I spent the night here and was a perfect child.
Or you could just not care.
Oh, I definitely don't care enough to actually do that. But, like theoretically, I could touch everything and minorly move it enough to where it seems like I did something and slept.
I really need a microphone that can pick up our facial expressions.
Yeah, man, that'd be great. It'd be great if we had a camera.
Stare straight at camera that's not recording or even plugged in. It really do be drooping though.
Yeah, like
It's slowly been moving down.
Yeah, like if we had been video recording, like it like I'd probably still be in the shot, but my hair would probably be lost at this point.
I feel like it would be more incriminating than this podcast already is. It would have caught some good moments though.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Man, I wish we had that coffee spill on camera.
The coffee spill, the nosebleed, the hats.
I forgot about the nosebleed. I did.
Really just everything that I did.
Yeah. I don't remember doing anything worth capturing. But yeah, you were full of it tonight, man. Like, I don't even know why your nose was bleeding.
I don't either. Like, it just started.
You were just that horny. Gotta get those bumble guests somehow.
Welcome to the game show. The prize is
they
absolutely nothing.
Like, yeah, I can taste it. He's horny.
I can taste it. He needs subs. He only has $5 in his dollar account.
He might have all the Lamborghinis, but he's still broke.
But he still only has 2 hats.
You know, I feel like I haven't been drinking enough recently. Like, in the past couple of hours, like, in terms of, like, staying drunk. But at this point, like, even though I don't think I'm drunk, like, I'm, like, at a level of sleep deprived where, like, I'm questioning if I could drive home.
Like, the sleep deprivation is outpacing the drunk.
Oh.
Like, it's like Usain Bolt.
No, like, very, very far. Like, I have not finished my glass, and I've had this glass for, like, this entire podcast. And even before that, I was not drinking a lot. We should end this one. Like, man, it's fucking... We're
We
dead.
tried to end it like 40 minutes ago.
Did we?
Yeah, we hit the hour mark, and we noticed that. And we did an ending, and then just kept going.
What did we say for the ending?
Yep. Yep. That was about it.
Alright, nice,
Good podcast.
Yep.
See you next time. That's not the stop button. That's not either. You'll find it eventually.
This is it?
Maybe.